Welcome back to Dual Sports Cards, and today we are going to run a giveaway result winner, and I'm going to try something new. It's going to be called a GiveCast. I have another giveaway, actually, that I'm going to be running. More cards, not just 8 this time, but baseball and football. It's actually going to be this whole box right here. You can see it. So stay locked in so you can see which cards are available. And I'm also going to essentially do a podcast. Instead of just having the elevator music going on in the background, I'm going to give you a thought about how to increase your watch hours here on YouTube, especially as a sports cards channel. So it's a lot going on, jam-packed in this one video. But first, you can see I was raising the roof in this last one. Here are those 8 Anthony Edwards cards that you are going to want to be the winner of in this. You had to already comment and be a subscriber. So if you're watching this and you didn't do that, next time get involved, comment in this video so you can be entered into a giveaway. And if you want to see these 8 cards in the original, go to my pinned comment right here. It's linked to this video. I'm giving away my Anthony Edwards cards to celebrate that the Wolves beat the Nuggets, and wow, does life come at you fast in the NBA. My hatred of Luka Doncic is at an all-time high. I'll probably try not to focus on that. We'll stay on the positive. We'll be a resource talking about watch hours here, but it's potent right now, folks. So, as you know, with a giveaway, you got to go to YouTube randomcommentpicker.com. Start your 14-day trial. I don't need that. You give me this for free. All right. Add comment replies, no. Filter out duplicate users, yes. Let's see. One winner. 6 plus 6 is 12. Nailed it. Let's see how many unique comments. 22. Shout out Andrew Wiggins, the original. I don't know what I want to say about that. Kansas Jayhawk, who became a Wolf. That's about all I can give him. All right. Good luck to all the names that are spinning right here, folks. The winner of this is Vanessa Lim. He is going to be the face of the league who's not an international player. I just asked for people to talk about Ant as a way to celebrate. Vanessa, shout out you. Thanks for commenting. Please email me at joelsportscards@gmail.com. Joel Sports Cards. No spaces, no punctuation, no nothing. And so, Vanessa, you are the winner of these fine 8 cards. Send me your address. As long as it's in the Continental 48, they will be yours. All right. We're going to keep it pushing here, folks, because there's more new giveaways. I just got to keep saying thanks, y'all. The channel's had a lot of success recently. It's been really fun, and it gave me the idea to have... Actually, let me pause. Let me reset this so you don't get motion sick. All right, we are back, and I have had this idea for a GiveCast, kind of podcast giveaway content, because, as I said, the channel has been growing. So, first of all, we got a box topper here that I want to give one of you lucky winners. Also, Continental 48 free shipping. Whoever comments on this video as a public subscriber, you'll be entered into this giveaway. So you got an Anthony Volpe. I'll show you it. A rookie card out of Stadium Club. It's a master photo. You can really zoom in and make it feel like it pops. Just a little box topper. And then all of these cards, which are alphabetical, no repeat athlete, bunch of variety here. Just a way to say thank you, a way for me to keep this back thing that's full of cards still open for more products to be purchased and ripped and reviewed here. So we'll just keep stacking them right over here. So as I was saying, I did want to offer some thoughts. That's reverse. Come on now, I don't like that. I like my cards to look fresh out of the box. I gotta get this redone. All right, put those there. Box topper we can just throw to top this box off screen. Wow, you know what it is? It's a giveaway. So, the channel has been around for a minute here. I don't know about you, but I am trying to always figure out who is watching my videos. And if you are a content creator yourself, you're probably asking yourself often those same types of questions. And so I really actually hope that my channel is people who also create content that are finding what I do to be valuable. And they want to watch and they want to see what's working for me. Okay, I'm just going to show you the cards. It's something to look at as I chat, right? So it's the combination of cards, kind of a rip, right, where you just get to see all these cards. Again, alphabetical order, no repeat athletes. I try to mix up the cards too, so it's not like two base from the same years of Topps. You know, there'll be sometimes a prospect there, a paper, and then a chrome. But I try to just switch it up here and have something for everybody. So, as I've been creating content, I've been trying to think about who's my audience, right? And my hope is actually that it more and more becomes people that also have a channel, and that now this is very, very arrogant to say, but it's the goal, that I would be my favorite sports card YouTube's channel, favorite sports cards YouTube channel. It's kind of hard to say. I heard somebody once say it like, this is your podcast, your favorite podcast, right? It works a lot easier when there's less words. But I hope that people that are creating good content are like, yo, I actually like what Joel's doing on his channel. And I would love to start building the community more to be not just people who enjoy cards, but enjoy creating content. Because as I've evolved from this channel, which started in 2021, I've started to realize that I started here with the love of cards, but I continue because of the love of creating content. And so as I've gone through this process and added subscribers, there is a second part of that, which a lot of people talk about in terms of the monetization program that YouTube has. For you to be a partner with their ad revenue, you need not only a certain amount of subscribers, which used to be 1,000, now it's down to 500. You need a certain amount of watch hours within a calendar year, so 365 days. So since my channel is older than 1 year, it is the last 365 days. So this video is coming out June 3rd, Monday. Back on June 3rd, 2023, I no longer get any watch hours that were watched on that day to be combined for the now 3,000. It used to be 4,000 as the threshold to get into the monetization program. Last summer, they knocked it down from 4,000 to 3,000. So in the past, there would be days where, although I made a new video and had more watch hours, my total for the 365 days would go down because, let's say, the previous year's day, I made a better video that had more views on it. And so even though I was adding watch hours for the day, it was fluctuating, not always positive. Actually, around June or July, I had 2,200 watch hours on the channel. Now, that might sound like a lot to you, it might sound like a little. That was just the reality of my channel. But it dipped down this past year to about 1,700, 1,600, and it's now started to rise again. And what I've realized about this is that, number one, I've been just creating content for years. And so my back catalog is now more expansive than it was previously. So number one, it's a factor for you to think about as you're trying to create a threshold raising channel of how many watch hours you can have. The sheer mass of videos can help you. Now, if there are a ton of crummy videos that no one's going to search and look up, well, that's not going to help you. But when you do a rip and review type channel, as I often have made my videos centered around, and somebody wants to look back and say, yo, what was 2020 Mosaic basketball? I got a lot of 2020 Mosaic basketball videos here. And especially, there's a auto for y'all. Auto of auto. Especially as Ant has kind of been so much of the NBA focus, there's probably people that are like, I wonder what 2020 basketball retail products, you know, what you could pull. How likely are you to pull Ant, maybe color? What type of color does one of them come from retail, right? Like Mega has the reactive yellows, aka the fool's gold. So people are looking back on those videos, and although I haven't created a new video, I'm still getting new watch hours added. And right now, this past week, I didn't put out a video recently, right? My watch hours have gone up every day, even as it's losing hours from last summer's, June or end of May 2023, because there's just so many more videos now on my channel than last year. It is just consistently going up. So number one, if you're trying to add watch hours, I think you got to look at the sheer volume of videos as a point to be thinking about. Now, there's other simple ways to create people, how to say this, pathways for people to view your content more. So that pinned comment in this video, that's something I'm going to start doing, because if you are watching this, the first comment you see is now under my control. Previously, I hadn't been pinning comments on a video. And so it would be maybe the funniest thing that somebody said, the one that had the most clicks, likes, who knows how the algorithm fully works. I certainly don't. But I was losing that opportunity for a space for somebody to watch one of my videos and go, I wonder what this video is like. Especially if I could connect it in some way of, hey, you liked this 2020 Mosaic basketball? Well, check out this one where I pull a LaMelo color, you know. That was a little more fun in the moment than it is now. But if maybe, let's say, I ripped Topps Hobby or something, right? Series 1. Well, I have that same product from last year in a blaster box or something like that, you know, something that connects it. So you're creating pathways for people to be able to find your content more. Not just a video. Sure, you found one of them, but can you now stumble down the rabbit hole? Which free streaming service has that? I think Pluto, they're like, find your rabbit hole, right? There's all the baseball cards right there. And here's my spinning the football ones. Hey, that was actually perfect. Right there. All right. Devon A-Chain, sound us off. So you can also do that. This is point number 2 of how to create more watch hours. You can also do that through playlists. So I'm going to try to start creating more playlists where if you liked 2020 Mosaic basketball, right? I could have a whole playlist of that. I want to start talking about questions and maybe my answer to it, right? So somebody might be looking at, how do I increase my watch hours on my channel, right? What are some things that have worked for different people? Shout out Ian Book. It's a patch there. Not a white napkin, but a black one, so you can't tell if there's any stains on it. Anyways, weird rabbit hole that I just got down. But all that to be said, if you get a playlist, and then I could say, hey, not only are you maybe going to find a video through the pinned comments, but you might start finding multiple videos that you would watch. Because the idea is, people aren't just going to always just find every single one of your videos. You need to figure out ways for them to continue to watch your videos after they've found one. Because most people who are watching something like this aren't like, oh, I'm watching Joel's Sports Cards. If you look at any person who puts their analytics out for their channel, so many views, often like 80-20, 80% are unsubscribed people, and 20% are, you know, more of the fans that have maybe been with you. There's a lot of people, I bet some of them will comment in this with a giveaway, shout out all of them, who've been with me since day one. This channel wasn't initially called Joel Sports Cards. It was actually called Cards for Humanity. If you watch my previous videos, that's how I started out. I didn't know if I wanted to put my name on it. That kind of felt like a risk. You know, I wanted this to kind of just be something that I was enjoying, but maybe my friends, my family, people that I knew didn't have to watch it right away, because it's something I was a little embarrassed to start about, right? Putting yourself out there. 250 videos I've put myself out there is like, hey, world, here's me fumbling words, right? So anyways, I started as Cards for Humanity, kind of a pun off of the game Cards Against Humanity. I wanted it to be, you know, at that time there was a lot of hostility in the hobby. People really like just ransacking Targets and Walmarts to get the product. It was so sparse. Here's a Semi-Fehoko auto right there. A little special treat for the peeps. I was like, we got to have this thing be more for people, not like for whatever, your own profit, your own personal business, all of those things. Jake from State Farm. So I say all of that. Channel, if you've been with me a long time, you've seen that I have 250 videos, and so there's these playlists I want to create. Some people are like, oh, I watch these because I like Joel, but a lot of people, they just like, they wanted to see a review of a product that came out, you know, some of my release day hobby boxes. Those get the most views because people are just searching for it. When they go to YouTube, they actually click and type in the words that are in my title. Not many folks are clicking on giving away Anthony Edwards cards to celebrate, right? That's why these giveaways don't necessarily get the same amount of traction. It's not that all of those people that were watching my first one wouldn't want to be involved in a giveaway. It's that they never even see it to begin with because I don't necessarily show them the path to get there. You gotta make it easy for people to watch your videos, and one of those ways, pinned comments, one of those playlists. So as you keep doing that, I think you have to also look at math, right? So watch hours, you could have 100 3-minute videos, and most people are never gonna watch through the entire video. That's just common. We would love if that wasn't the case, that people would just be thrilled and just locked in on the seat of their chair. I don't think that's how you say it, but you know what I'm saying. But truthfully, they don't watch all of it. So it just gets down to the math of this video right here that I'm making. If somebody was to watch all of it, and let's say I only get 50%, let's put this, I bet it's going to end out 20, 25 minutes, right? Well, 50% of that, about 12 minutes. Well, if I'm only getting 50% of a 3-minute video, I'm only gaining 1.5 minutes of a watch hour. So the longer video that you make, you're gaining more hours just by seconds sheerly added, right? Now, all that to be said, huge caveat, you can't stretch a video out for more than it's worth. If I, after showing you these cards, just started twiddling my thumbs and, whistling, you'd be like, okay, I'm kind of done with this. But can you look at products that maybe have more packs to open? And that's going to keep people engaged for longer. Can you try to cut down, actually, weirdly, some of the dull moments in your videos? Because we've all been there. We've hit 10-second skip when somebody's being slow. And you start that process, it's a avalanche and a snowball, right? It's going to roll right downhill. So can you keep somebody, for as long as possible, not hitting that 10 seconds, especially in the front, right? That they would feel, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be something I want to watch the whole way through. Because every one of those clicks is taking away seconds, which become minutes. I just want to show you the die cut of the Elijah Moore from Select. Minutes that become hours for your watch hours, right? And so the more that you can have longer videos that draw people in and don't have them hit the skip, that's just going to add, right? So that's some of the content. And I know I'm not breaking news on that math, but you also need to start to really look and think, what are the right videos that people want to watch? Now, first place to start is always, good place to be is self-reflective. I have made videos in the past that I've stopped making. I maybe have enjoyed the content. One of those is I had a 5C series, which I called Conversations with Card Creators and Conversations with Content Creators in the Card Community. Boom. I can't even remember it. It's been a hot minute. I thought it was really fun. It was really cool, but people weren't really watching them as much. If I had an opening day, release day, rip of a product, people were looking for that way more out of 575 there. And so I started to look and say, what content am I creating that is actually connecting, right? And then you can also research, right? There's so many incredible content creators in this community, and you can watch and see what are they doing, right? How are they creating their thumbnails? The first step into your channel, you have to click the button, and what makes somebody click the button, right? It's got to be visually appealing, draw them in. What's working for others, and can you not copy it, right? But can you take that concept and run it for yourself? That's so key to having it work. Here's an acetate of, this one is Kadarius Toney. And so some of that research, it takes just a minute, more than a minute, probably, spend 15, 20, half an hour. Just look through, right? Take some time. What's working? Because if you keep putting out content that you enjoy but others don't, you're going to not have the same result adding your watch hours as if you just say, all right, what do the people in my audience want to watch? Because I have an idea of it, that they're content creators, so I have an idea that this will be helpful, but it might not be. And then I have to adjust and pivot and adapt. Just like the Tennessee Titans needed to do with Malik Willis. They said, hey, we thought Malik was going to work, but it doesn't always happen that way. So we're going to go to Will Levis. They might have to pivot again. Zach Wilson, the Jets had to trade him. Jameis Winston, how many times has that guy been pivoted from? So I end with these cards right here and the Oklahoma quarterbacks right there to say thanks for watching. I'm certainly not the person who has an insane amount of watch hours and I can teach you every trick in the book, but I can tell you what has worked for me. And so some of those thoughts. Number one, just sheer amount of videos that are pinned, that are in playlists, that have multiple avenues. And then for ones that, are connecting with people, they're drawn in, and the research has shown they kind of work, right? And if you can make that longer instead of a shorter video, you're just math going to add way faster. So all that to be said, I'm not going to drag this out. I'm going to say shout out to Vanessa Lim, who has won the 8 Anthony Edwards cards. Congratulations. Those ones that I just showed will be shipped to whoever's watching this and comments below and wins the next time. I'll give it 2 weeks again. So this will be run 2 weeks from next Monday. Nope, 2 weeks from this Monday. And all that to be said, thanks for being here. Don't click the Anthony Edwards video. Watch it. See me raise the roof in reality. Maybe find another video to watch and see if it is something that is interesting to you. As it's a slow time in the hobby, maybe you want to go back and buy a product that has previously been released. I hope I can help you make a good decision on that. Sometimes I say do not buy. Sometimes I say buy. So learn from my lessons. All that to be said, thanks for watching, y'all. Keep ripping and keep entering giveaways. Until next time, peace.